What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What's happening?
We got a special guest in the house. Our homie Clock Management is in the house. What up, dude?
Yes.
What up, man?
I know people in high places. You might have heard of Grandfather Time. This is Clock Management. No relation. What's up, Clock? How you doing?
Man, just living.
And shout out to the sleeper AI. It's not like dumb.
Yeah.
No, it's super. Like, I saw someone post. I think it was in your Facebook group the other day. They're like, sleepers overrated. I'm like, what are you smoking? Like, what are you using? Please tell me.
I don't think he was smoking anything. That's the thing.
Probably not. Yeah, because
it definitely wasn't weed. I can tell you that his shit got laced.
Oh yeah. Maybe meth.
Because here's the thing that I will say: when you're mock drafting, that was a pretty solid like mock draft for the other competitors. Like maybe there's a couple stupid teams in there, but they're taking guys where they should. Yahoo ADP is horrible. Like ESPN ADP is horrible.
You don't even need to do a mock draft because it's just going to draft the exact top player every time in their mock draft.
Or it'll fill in their lineup going one by one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, okay. Two wide wide receivers, 2 running backs, a tight end, a quarterback, and defense
kicker.
Yeah.
And seeing Antonio said, do you see the Facebook group post? Whoever drafts JJ over CMC at number 1 will regret it. It's probably based on whatever scoring they have or something.
Half point or standard.
Or it's just an idiot.
Yeah.
That is the case like 9.5 times out of 10.
Sleeper AI is smarter than that guy.
Chris, 20 months as a YouTube member. You the man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I tell Bogey this all the time. Like people, especially around this time of year, you start getting opinions from all these people who just started getting ready for their fantasy draft like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
And they think their opinion is the same as like people like a lot of the people in the chat and a lot of people like us here that like we do this all year round. Like I'm watching going through stats from last year in January just so I could get ready for this draft here. And then someone comes in, they're like, oh, did you know, Josh Jacobs had almost 5 yards per rush last year? I'm like, yeah, yes, I know this. What
did you know? Nick Chubb has a 5.5 yards per carry as a career average.
You know which one I really hate?
Someone said, I forgot what tight end it was, but such and such tight end's gonna be a top tight end this year because he has elite athleticism. Like, what does that even mean?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Ask me about athleticism.
What's athleticism mean for a tight end, Bogey?
It's when they don't know how to describe a player in general due to their skill set. His athleticism.
Yeah, this was
Ingram's
Ingram's first 3-4 years in the NFL. That's all people talked about was he is one of the most athletic players on the field. I'm like, he also can't catch a football.
Yeah. That's when they go to athletic is when they know they can't catch. Because if they can catch, they're like, man, this guy has like hands of gold out there.
Hey, that was
you could jump so high. I'm like, oh man, how many points do you get for that for fantasy?
Cooper Kupp had all the knocks.
Anthony Richardson. I don't buy into any of it. No one's has not said this entire time. Man, look at the spin on that kid's baller. Like, wow, he just dropped a dime. In there to somebody. Never heard that.
The ball really explodes out of his hand. They said, man, in the athleticism. They always go back to the measurements. Pause. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. All right.
This player, anytime someone starts their take like that, I'm like, okay, you're about to say something stupid. This player's 6'5".
Remember, that's what they said
472 pounds.
I mean, that's what they said about guys like Mo Ali Big Cox, right?
Yeah.
He's so huge and athletic.
I don't know. None of my leagues do you get fantasy points for athleticism. None of them. So I need players that can catch.
Imagine.
If we did, bro, like the draft would look like Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's the number 1 pick overall in that league.
Forget it.
The athleticism.
Right?
Jelani Woods is like a top 3 tight end. Jelani. Come on.
And Oh, this is hold on a second. Thanks to our homegirl Chaotic. She's always putting us up on like cool clips and things that we need to be paying attention to. Check this out. We had a little report about Jalen Carter, and this is something you will not hear every day about him. Check this out.
Jalen Carter, the D tackle from Georgia, just won a national championship with the Bulldogs. Big guy, 6'3", 300.
You guys, let me play it again for you.
We are talking about measurements.
We're hearing is Jalen Carter, the D tackle from Georgia, just won a national championship with the Bulldogs. Big guy, 6'3", 300.
It will never.
You know what's on her mind,
man. You got to respect.
Oh man, hey, Jalen Carter
skills, though. She really went the extra mile on her reporting skills.
Chaotic. Thank you for sending that. Super funny. Had to share that with everybody.
Hey, let me tell you,
Chaotic was thinking the same thing. She was like,
"Hey, you got to raise him a couple spots in his draft position, though."
Hey, he's gonna be out there, big dick swinging, man.
He's big dick. And he's a murderer. Like ladies love a bad guy, huh?
Hey, I mean, they do.
You ever been with somebody that's killed somebody on accident? I mean, it's a bad joke. I'm just saying. I only make bad jokes, so forgive me.
If all the jokes are bad, then none of the jokes are bad.
All right. Here we go. Let's do this one now. So this is going to be out of the 8 spot here. Let's see the difference. There we go. Kelsey at number 2. Crispy's in this draft also.
Damn it, we can't get Kelsey. Fuck.
He's never going to fall to that far. He's never fallen past 5, as he shouldn't. Chase, Kelsey, JJ. Why JJ again at number 3? Cup, Eckler, CMC, and Diggs.
It's those people that are
making Chase go above Jefferson.
There's a school of thought here, apparently, where people are like, they're like saying we shouldn't even take Jefferson over CMC. You know what I mean? So maybe that's affecting the ADP. There's actual crazy.
Yeah, Eckler went before CMC. So
I gotta say though, every time I do see Kelsey get drafted at number 2 by AI, a little tear just falls from my eye because that's something that we've been preaching. If you have a tight end spot in your league,
and you know what's crazy is when I'm sure that's like sweeping across like all analysts now. Like they think it's like some secret. Hey guys.
Yeah, we've only been talking about this, drafting him this way for at least 3 years, but now everybody's like,
I can go back to a 2019 conversation I had with Steamboat. He was like, "You think it's crazy? Kelsey in the first round?" He's like, because he was sitting at the 11. And I was like, nah, but he took him in the second round. But even then, I was like, but why not? You know what I'm saying? You have a tight end spot. It still was all the same back then. He was still getting 1,000 plus, still getting 100 plus,
and he's killing it. He's a top wide receiver playing tight end for you. Tyreek Hill's here. I say we got to get him.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's get the freak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get freaky.
Man, Tyreek was like the first player that I like really hit on for fantasy. Like where
2016.
Oh yeah, I was telling everyone he was going to be a top 5 or top 10 receiver that year.
Oh, the 2017 year.
Is it that year?
Yeah,
the year after his first year.
Yeah, his sophomore year. Yeah.
Man,
he was like a 6th, 7th round guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was later than that. I picked him in the 6th, and it was 2 rounds ahead of his ADP.
See, there you go.
Oh, were you talking about in real life? Yeah, I mean in real life. Yeah, 5th or 6th rounder. Yeah,
but I'm not talking about
in that draft
his ADP that year. Yeah, he was like
2017.
Yeah,
like the year he kind of had
his breakout. Yeah,
I remember I told Buggy about this. I traded CMC for him that year straight up because I had an abundance of running backs because nobody was drafting Lenny Fournette. I got CMC like super late. It was a work league where nobody really knew anything.
Yeah,
so they knew the top players, but they all avoided rookie running backs. So I was getting guys super late. Here we go. So right after our Tyreek Hill pick, Bijan and Barkley, AJ Brown, Patrick Mahomes again at the 112, making it up there in the first round. Amon-Ra, Nick Chubb, CD, Devontae.
I think it's part of his contract.
Yeah, I got to be drafted in the first round. You can't use my name on sleeper.
For real.
And Antonio said Garrett, and he said, "Don't listen to my homer pick."
Nah, I'm with that.
It's either him or Waddle. And Waddle and Tyreek and Chase and Higgins are kind of like the only ones I'm really okay paying for in the top 3 rounds.
And for the sake of it, we have the freak. So for diversifying, I'll go Garrett.
I'm with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like Garrett this year too.
Oh,
I think I'll give the receptions to Waddle, but Garrett could go. Damn, Waddle went crazy with receptions and yards. Yeah, but give me Garrett.
Yeah, and so that way we're not betting against ourselves for every touchdown.
I know, and putting it all on 2.
Yeah,
I still
exactly.
I still feel
Tua go down and you just start crying.
I know, right? No, I knew it. All of a sudden, you knew it.
I knew it. So why'd you draft both of them?
I fucking knew it.
So right after we take Wilson, we got Henry, Pollard, Waddle, Jacobs, Hurts, Taylor, Josh Allen to end the second. Breece Hall, Najee, T. Higgins, Andrews, Olave, Stevenson, and ETN. So if we're sticking to the wide receivers here, we got Devonta Smith, DK, Debo, Keenan Allen, Calvin Ridley.
Oh,
I really like Devonta.
I was gonna say, I'm
hop
not
out
mad
of
at
here, guys. I have a house or a carpet cleaner coming, and they showed up an hour early.
Hey, we appreciate you coming through, Clock.
It's all good,
Yeah.
Clock.
You guys, thanks for having
Before
me.
you get out of here, Devontae, we need a vote so we can have a.
Let's do it.
We
What's
like
the
here.
players? I'm sorry.
Devontae Smith, DK, Metcalf, Calvin Ridley. I think that's who we narrowed it down to right here.
Yeah.
One more time. I got Devontae ranked the highest on mine.
Let's go. Let's get some Slim Reaper action.
And Neil said, Clock, what's your rank in the military?
Oh, Sergeant First Class.
Yeah.
The best of
the best, sir.
With honors.
With honors.
I'll see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Shout out. See, I told y'all I know special forces. Don't mess with Bogey. I'll make a phone call.
We will. It's
real. Get an aerial assault going.
So now, right after we take Devonta, we got DK off the board, Lamar, Burrow, Gibbs, Mixon, Ken Walker, Keenan Allen, and Debo. Okay. Now, here's the running backs that we got on the board right now. We got Aaron Jones, Damian Pierce, Miles Sanders, Dobbins, Madison, Kamara, Swift, Akers. I almost feel like
I like Walker here in the 4th. I'm not worried about this groin and stuff. I'm just simulating what I would do in a world that I feel he's.
No. Walker's gone. He already got taken.
Oh, you said. Okay. I thought you were naming the people that were the draftees. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Aaron Jones, Pierce, Sanders, Dobbins. I almost feel like I really want to go Aaron Jones here.
I like Aaron Jones. I thought you read him. I thought you got drafted.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm really high. Clock leaves, it all falls apart.
The wide receivers: Calvin Ridley, Cooper, Hopkins, Scary Terry, Moore, London. So
I like Ridley.
If we were gonna get a wide receiver, it'd be Ridley for me. What do you think? Should we quadruple up, or should we take Jones? I feel like there's just a tier break after him and Pierce, and they're both.
I'm okay taking Jones because Jones is like adding a receiver too to me.
All right,
we're adding a pass catching running back.
Let's lock it in, and we'll see what this one looks like. Taking one at least before we get to the 5th round. Last time we waited to the 5th round.
And I don't really shit on Aaron Jones at all. I just never really have him, but I respect my peers. I know this is one of your guys, and so it tends to make me like consider him when I'm in this range. You know what I mean?
And it was crazy. Jones. And see, okay, the way that this shaped out, only 3 running backs went in between. It was Fields went, Hawkinson, Ridley, Cooper, Kittle, DJ Moore, Drake London, and then the 5th round, Dameon Pierce, Herbert, Judy, Hopkins, Sanders, Godwin, and Swift. So we wouldn't have got either one of those top 2 guys. Yeah. But if we were going to go Ridley right there, it's not like the running backs would have fallen off like all that much.
I would have been, and I would have been prepared to be okay with that tier if the running backs did get to. I would have been okay with this next tier. So
we think we got Terry McLaurin at the top of the tier here. I feel like there's a tier break.
I like McLaurin pick right here. I like it.
Let's lock him in. Yeah, I feel like there's a big tier break right after him.
Even though him and his boys are all soft over there, pause. Eric Bieniemy just so intense.
So right after we take Scary Terry, we got James Conner, Akers, Watson, Pitts, and then in the 6th round, Madison, Dobbins, Mike Williams, Dallas Goedert. So running back, we got Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Pacheco, Javonte, Montgomery.
Let's go White and keep with this PR goodness. Let's in the mock, you know what I'm saying? This is probably, I'm glad if we mock Rashad White right here or James Cook, I'm not mad. I like the pass catchers right here. Pacheco, I feel like, I mean, he's in a great offense, he's going to get a lot of scoring opportunities, but for our number 2 here, since the way this build is going, I a guy who's going to catch the ball too.
Okay. Listen to the wide receivers here and see if there's anybody who you might want to pick instead of that. Ayuk, Pittman, Marquise Brown, Tyler Lockett, Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, JSN, Deontay, George Pickens.
Damn, Marquise Brown's kind of nasty here, but like
I feel like
got a swing around, right? We got the swing around here.
No, we don't.
No, that was our last one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got 16 in between picks.
I'm inclined to go running back here, but I'll let you make a call right here because I also like to live dangerously.
I feel like it's between Rashad White and Marquise Brown because I'm with you.
I would lean Marquise Brown if we're already punting because there's still another tier running backs I'm okay getting one from.
Me too. And so let's do that. Let's lock in Marquise Brown.
Let's go. Hollywood, hit the drop.
Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Tyler Lockett, T-Law, Kamara, Ayuk, Waller. Then we got Javonte, Kirk, Pacheco, Pittman, JSN, Deontay Johnson, Mike Evans. So we need a running back, a tight end, and a QB is what we need to fill. And for the running backs, we got Monty, we got James Cook, we got Gibson, we got B-Rob.
You already know where I'm going.
You love B-Rob.
No, I mean, I love Monty too. I was going to say Monty and then hope for B-Rob after. Like,
for the QBs, there's still, so the person next to us, they don't have a QB like at all. The other 3 people who are on the bookends do have a QB. We got Dak and Watson and Tua there as well. I'm down to wait.
I'm down to wait.
So you want to lock in Monty?
Yep.
All right, we'll lock in Monty. I'm still on the James Cook side of things, though. I am drinking.
Oh, we're gonna take James Cook. Let's go. Let's keep the pass catchers.
Monty, let's see what happens. Because
okay, yeah.
Might be able to get.
I thought James Cook was one of the names you read. My B.
No, and
because then we could probably could have pushed Montgomery off. And you know what I mean?
Monty has a higher ADP. So we have to pick a quarterback. We have to pick a quarterback and a tight end. But James Cook did fall. So
theoretically, we could have got James Cook if we wanted, but for the sake of it,
and Gibson and B-Rob were there as well. I'm curious to see if they would make it to the 9th. We're not picking a running back right now, but I want to see if they are even there in the 9th at our 9-8.
Let's go Watson so we can hit the drop.
Watson just got taken right from us,
and Prescott's gone too.
No, Dak is there.
Let's give me whack Prescott.
Dak or Tua. Those are the top 2.
I'll take whack.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
I think just the yards are going to be there for him. And I feel like whack Prescott is like a lock for 30+ passing tugs. Like I feel it in my bones. Pause.
And we got Ingram after, then James Cook, Cousins, Dodson, Tony, Gibson. Okay, so none of the 3 guys are going to make it. Penny, Cooks, QJ, Juju, B-Rob the Mob, Schultz to Jamal Williams. Yeah, see, okay. I feel like, the Gibson, B-Rob, and James Cook, that's like the tier break before it's legit. Now you start getting into backups.
And we could have easily interchanged any of those guys in a real draft because we obviously have more rounds, right? So we could have easily interchanged those guys instead of the QB. Same thing with Dak. Like, say we didn't get Dak there.
Well,
Dak,
if we take Watson in the 7th, and then we get one of those 3 running backs in the 8th.
On the swing rounds, yep.
And then in the 9th, we got to fill up our shit. So we got to go tight end here.
Yeah.
We got Cole Kmet, Kincaid, Chig, Dulcich, Higbee, Laporta, Gerald Everett. It's real ugly.
It would be Kmet for me or Higbee. Because those guys,
it'd be Kmet or Everett for me. But Kmet just got paid. He was one of the blankets for Fields last year. I'd be good with getting Kmet in the 9th. You want to lock him in?
Let's go. The only guy whose name starts with KM.
And if you are going to be, and what up, Tamian? He says, so you're trying to do the 0 RB strategy. Yeah, we've drafted from 2 different positions right now. And he said, do more rounds so it's more realistic. We just filled up the starters. We do mock drafts all the time. This is just a little simulation for us to see what we can put together in 10 rounds.
I mean, for the sake of it, if we had 2 more rounds, that's why we do the exercise. You know what I'm saying? When you get in this range, plus, like, here's one thing I'll say is, like, in a single QB or the home leagues, man, people is taking the second QBs when they get in the double-digit rounds. You know what I mean? Like, it's just they do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, we even had last one, the AI, they took with their last 2 picks, they took
2 QBs
back to back. 12-teamer, you got to have a backup QB. Unless you only have 5 spots or less. In that case, I get out of that league. But outside of that.
It'll be a dope-ass idea. Call Sleeper, be like, when we do mocks like this sometimes for these exercises, but if you could be like, yeah, team 3 is going to draft 0 RB. Team 4 is going to draft early QB. Team 5 is going to draft early tight end. You know what I mean? That would be tight. You know
we're gonna do one more of these right now. Throw in what spot you want to see us draft from, and let's not pick 1 or 12. Let's not pick a bookend. Let's pick somewhere
for the sake of it, too. You want to add 1 more round?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. And Tamian said also draft QB and tight end earlier, make it a better strategy. We did that yesterday when we did 0 wide receiver.
I didn't like those teams, but we can do it. I'm down.
We picked Hawkinson earlier in the last one, but why would we jump on quarterback when we're getting guys like Dak in the 8th, Kirk Cousins in the 9th? Like, that's just
golful. Even if I'll even go as far as like a Wilson, and you know what I'm saying, like it's single QB. Then, or even just waiting and taking Watson. Like Watson's like that last guy where it's like he could actually finish in a full season in his career. He's never finished lower than QB6 in fantasy. So
let's get out of here. Make sure you go follow the podcast. We'll be back in 3 hours with fantasy news today. We will see you guys then. Bogey, any parting words?
Yeah, give me money. I couldn't really think of anything prolific.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the, 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 here comes the. Y'all don't really want me now. You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Call out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Keep. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Money! Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.